How to build healthy boundaries as a wounded feminine or wounded masculine. There is no gender here. We're talking about soul energy, okay? Because both of them leak, just in different directions. And some of us have a wounded feminine and a wounded masculine soul. Oh shit. So let's break it down simply. The wounded masculine has boundaries made of stone, and the wounded feminine has boundaries made of smoke. Both are unhealthy. So let's talk about it. If you're a wounded masculine, you have a couple of patterns. You probably emotionally shut down. You are overly rigid. You withdraw instead of communicate. You confuse boundaries with isolation, and you don't let anyone in fully. Does that sound like any wounded masculine energies? It's because they don't know how to protect themselves while staying open. So they choose protection and call it maturity. Yeah, I see you. So how can you heal and build a healthy boundary there? First, you want to practice transparent boundaries, not silent walls. A wounded masculine will hide in the distance. Healing will start when you can speak your boundaries instead of disappearing. For example, instead of pulling away, maybe express something like, I'm not shutting you out. I just need a few hours to self-regulate. That is masculine clarity, not avoidance. Number 2, learn to set limits without punishment. A wounded masculine will often set a boundary with a threat. If you push me, I'm gone. Does that sound familiar? A healthy boundary sounds like, I need structure and I'm here, but we need to build something that we can both feel safe in. Number 3, stop confusing hyper-independence with strength. Real strength is interdependence. Letting people support you is a boundary. It's a boundary against self-sabotage. Number 4, regulate before you communicate. When the wounded masculine gets triggered, he's gonna wanna react fast. Get him. And boundaries become swords. Healing is learning to pause, to just fucking breathe, and speak from a masculine center and not masculine wounding, okay? Number 5, practice controlled vulnerability. This isn't trauma dumping. This isn't emotional hiding. It can be very simple, like, this is new for me and I'm willing to try. That's the divine masculine rising, y'all. Okay, wounded feminine. And again, no gender here. So if you have a wounded feminine part of your soul, this is for you. How to build healthy boundaries. So the wound pattern for a wounded feminine is overgiving, over-explaining, people-pleasing, fear of upsetting others, saying yes to avoid abandonment, and constantly mistaking attachment for love. Her boundaries will bend until they break, and then she's pissed off at everybody. Now she's resentful, right? So how do we heal and build healthy boundaries with a wounded feminine soul? First, just say no without a disaster movie explanation. A wounded feminine feels like she needs like a 6-paragraph apology. I'm saying no, but like here's why. No, a healed feminine energy says, that doesn't work for me, but here's what does. Number 2, stop trying to pre-manage everyone's emotions. A healthy boundary starts when a wounded feminine stops babysitting other people's feelings. You are not responsible for how everyone feels, just out of self-respect. Number 3, let discomfort exist. It's gonna be there. It's right there. You see it right there. I see it right there. If the wounded feminine can learn to sit through someone's discomfort or disappointment without trying to fix it, she's healing. She being the energy, not like a woman. Boundaries require tolerance for discomfort. You gotta build it up. Number 4, a wounded feminine can just practice small boundaries first. Just small boundaries. Healing doesn't need to be big confrontations. You can just send the text a little bit later, not answer immediately. Maybe ask for clarity. Maybe say, I need some time. Maybe not rearranging your day for someone who wouldn't do that for you. The divine feminine part of us grows with consistency. Okay, number 5, you can heal a divine feminine wound by building trust. And you would do that by keeping promises to yourself. Every time the divine feminine says yes to themselves, you are healing. And the intuition gets louder. Every time you say no to your own needs, you are letting anxiety take over. The truth is that healthy boundaries don't push people away. They bring the right people closer. And you'll know that you're on the right track toward creating these healthy boundaries if your divine masculine starts feeling more trustworthy and the divine feminine part of you starts becoming more discerning. This is all about creating energetic clarity, right? All of us are very confused as we interact with each other, learning to love ourselves, learning to love one another, unraveling childhood wounds and the ways we were taught to love ourselves and others, right? Okay, so let's just start here. All right, just go.